Welcome back, design students. In this video, we're going to program our new custom controllers to control various aspects of the eye and the eyelids. And in 3D Max, this is called wiring one parameter to your custom controller. It's called wired parameters. So before we get started, let's click the eye, or actually the eyelids, and let's look at these two numbers here. Slice to and slice from. These are the numbers that control the position of the eyelids. So notice that the slice from number is -118 and the slice to number is -60. We have to remember that. In our custom controllers, we have upper lid and lower lid. And the upper lid is slice to and the lower lid is slice from. So the first one we're going to do is the slice from. So to start, select the eye controller, and then right-click, select Wire Parameters, and then select the Modified Object, Attribute Holder, Custom Attributes, Upper Lid. And then click on the eyelid object and select the object, Slice to. Okay, so once we've done that, this dialog box will pop up. And notice that the custom controller is on the left and the object we want to control is on the right. So that means we need to connect this way. And now remember that number I told you to remember. We need to add that, or subtract it actually, from the 0 position, which is what this is, so that we say that the actual 0 position is 0 minus 60, which is minus 60. And then we're going to click Connect. And the upper lid goes away. That's because we need to convert this number from degrees to radians. We're going to have to put this in parentheses. And then we're going to have to go to the beginning of it and type in deg to rad. Just like that. This is called upper camel casing. Each word is capitalized. And let's click Update. And it snaps back. And now let's test this out by using the upper lid controller. And that's exactly what we want. So now it's just a matter of doing that again. Select the eye control, right click, Wire Parameters, Modified Object, Attribute Holder, Custom Attributes. This time we're going to do the lower lid. Select the eyelid object. This is going to be slice from. And remember, the controller is on the left, and we want to control this on the right, so we're going to click this arrow. And then we're going to add that number. I think it was -114. We have to put a space before and after the negative sign. And then we're going to click Connect, and we will of course lose the lid, and then we need to go back and convert degrees to radians. Let's put this in parentheses and type in deg to rad and click Update. And it snaps back into place, and let's see if it works. And it does. And let's close this. And the next one is the pupil diameter. And that's a parameter of the material that's on the eyeball. So let's open up the material editor. And here is the gradient ramp that controls the eye, the pupil of the eye. So let's select that. And this flag right here is the one that controls the diameter of the pupil. If we right-click on it, then we can edit its properties. And one of its properties is position, and that position is 21. Remember that number. That's going to be our 0, so remember that number. We can close this now, and then let's do the same thing. Right-click, Wire Parameters, Modified Object, Attribute Holder, Custom Attribute, Pupil Diameter. Select the eyeball. This is going to be not transform, not object, eye. This is the eye material, and what we need to find is the gradient ramp. And we can find that down at the bottom here. You can see base color map. It is the gradient ramp, and we want flag number 3. Number 1 is the first one, and number 2 is the second one at the other end. Those are the two on either end of the gradient ramp. Flag number 3 and 4 are in between, so we want its position. Now remember, the controller is on the right in this case, so we want to use the right arrow. So we need to add that 20. So let's hit space plus 20. And let's click update and see what happens. Okay. Now we need to add deg to rad. And hit update. And we have our pupil back where it was. And let's check it and see if it works. And it does. Now currently the light is on, so I want to select the light object. And let's go to the material. Here is the material for the light. And let's go ahead and turn its emission down to 0 so that it's not on. Let's go ahead and close this. And then we're going to select our eye controller. Right click, wire parameters, modified object, attribute holder, custom attributes, power light on. Click on the light. And we're going to select the light material. And we're going to find emission. And remember, the custom attribute controller is on the right, and the attribute that we're trying to control is on the left. So we're going to use this arrow. And we really don't need to do anything else to this since it's a Boolean value. It's either on or off. So we're just going to click connect. And then let's test it out. And we've now finished with the controls for the eye. And the next thing we need to do is create a global controller and then link everything up. And then we can be finished with our robot character and we can begin to animate. So I'll see you in the next video.